Thank you. Thank you, Sue and Gail, as well, for the opportunity to actually discuss what it was like being an author. I had written nothing for publication before the 15th edition, when I was asked to write the chapter by a colleague who had written it previous to me. And it was really very, very daunting, because, as you say, it's a seminal textbook for midwives. And the thought of actually being part of that for eternity, essentially, because there will always be someone that's got a 16th or a 15th copy. I've still got mine from when I trained like 30 odd years ago. It was really quite special. This second one we've just done, I found much easier. It was because I was kind of editing my own chapter from previous. Doing the 15th was exciting because I was able to kind of completely rewrite the chapter and put my own spin on it. So that was really exciting to be able to do that, and have a format of how I taught that chapter anyway. So that was quite nice. Doing this chapter was more of a challenge because my chapter was called Prolapse. And as most people will realise, there's not a huge amount of research gone into cord prolapse that's up to date and current. So that was a huge challenge to actually find resources that either challenged some of the practices that we were doing, or basically said, yes, that's the same, that's nothing's changed. This is still best practice. This is still the best way of dealing with this. So it really was quite a challenge. And like Gail, I have to say, the first time I saw it in a book, it was in a library and in a shop in Oxford, and I was so excited. I took it off the shelf and was finding my chapter and getting my husband to take a picture of me in the shop with the book, with the chapter. It was just very, very exciting and really, really special. For anyone that's asked to do it, don't let that fear of writing put you off. Because, as I say, I hadn't written anything for publication before. I'd written something since, a chapter in a different book, which again was completely different format, but I wasn't quite so daunted by that because I'd had all the support and help. Gail and Sue are amazing, as are the team at Elsevier as well. I really found this time the addition of the seminars and the Facebook page and all of that support a huge help. Whereas there wasn't so much of that, I don't remember, the first time, or maybe it was just that I was still teaching at ARU a lot, so I didn't have time to actually dip into it. I would say if you're asked to do it, as Gail said, start writing straight away. Don't think you have got plenty of time, because when you're asked to start and you see that deadline is February, you think, oh, I've got 4 or 5 months yet, I've got ages yet before that deadline. It comes upon you extremely quickly, and then you have to get it back. Gail was very good at sending me emails saying, how are you getting on with that chapter? Are we anywhere close? So there was lots of support, lots of reminders, and lots of help when I got stuck with things. If I wasn't really sure about something, anyone who's ever written anything, referencing is pretty much my Achilles heel. You may love it, Gail and Sue, but it's not my favoured bit. And I have to say, I found the referencing correctly probably the most stressful bit, to just make sure that it was in the format that it needed to be in, to be able to get it published. And creating the online resources wasn't as daunting. I'm founder of a YouTube channel called Motivational Midwife that's got a lot of resources in there. So I'm relatively tech savvy. So I didn't find that as daunting, doing the online resources, as actually writing for the first time. Oh, you've gone mute, Neil.